The last part you're going to do in here is install your beams to support the floor system, and they are found underneath our draw menu as well, underneath beam. We've got a lot of different styles of beams in here, wood beams, LVLs, and we'll talk about these as we get into floor system stuff. We've got built-up beams, which are like 2x10s or 2x12s. Those are things that we would build ourselves on site. But we want a steel beam. I grab a 10-inch steel beam. That's the symbol, just the dotted line, dashed line. I'm just going to drag them across the foundation here. I don't have a lot of places to put beams. I'm going to throw in here on this back wall, this interior wall. Okay. And then we can go back to our dimension tool, throw some dimensions on here, and place them where they need to be placed based on the floor plan dimensions. So I go to my textured, there's the beams, and you can see they're sitting at the top of the foundation level. Now, what do we got going on here? So it looks like our wall here is sticking a bit above the foundation wall. And that's probably because it's sitting on that 4-inch concrete slab that's in this basement. So let's go back to our main floor, or even let's edit it here. Click the edit tool, click on the wall. Let's take 4 inches off the height of that wall. So 7 feet, 8 inches, because 8 plus 4 is 12. Click OK, and that drops the wall down to where we want it to be, so it's level with the beam. We could also put a post in here if we wanted to show that. So we go back in here to draw, and we go into, I believe it's post, structural, circular. There we go, with a footing. So if we click on that and we click on 2D, we'll see the 2D plan kind of right here. It's hard to see, but we'll just use that circular one. Click OK, put it underneath the beam. And there it is. You just got to click twice to get it underneath. Go to our textured. It's looking a little long, so I need to do some math here. So let's edit that. So that is 8 feet right now. It's sitting on a 4-inch slab, so we need to take 4 inches off of that, like the other things, so 7 foot 8. And we want it sitting underneath a 10-inch beam, so we need to take another 10 inches off of that as well. Gotta grab the post. So 10 inches off of that would make it 6 feet, 10 inches. And there we have our post sitting nicely underneath that beam, like it should be. And if we go into our main floor, we can dimension that as well. Let's see what happens when we throw a dimension on there. I think we have to go through the post. Yeah, it's getting a little dicey in there with all those dimensions, so I'll get rid of these 2-inch. Okay, so it does dimension to the edge of the post, right? And I think if you move it, you might get some temporary dimensions, might help you place it. I'm not overly concerned about how accurate. Yeah, so there we go. 15 feet, right? So we can put it where we want to put it, and that's okay. All right, and there's our beams and our posts and our things that help hold the beam.